hear a lot of talk online on whether or not you should even play in the cold weather. I think Brody was talking about it on one of their podcasts the other day too. My opinion's pretty firm on it, and we'll get to that throughout the round, going over a few tips as well for playing in the cold to try to make it the best experience you can. Number one tip I'm going for right away is I got my bands out here. We are warming up extra. I've been doing this for about 10 minutes already. Not just that, we've been doing many warm-up exercises, but the idea is really just getting all my joints, all my muscles just ready to actually work. This is where you should play disc golf from. This is where you play every sport from. So we're gonna get in it, really get it warmed up. Now that I've got my blood pumping, we're gonna hit some putts. So something I always like to mention too, when you're warming up your putter to start the day, you don't need to be going out to 30 feet. I'm sitting here at probably 12 feet. And we're just gonna warm up the stroke. That felt horrible. Why am I at 30 if I'm not even feeling good here? That felt way better. Although to be honest, on the first one, I was definitely paying too much attention to the camera. Usually I wouldn't be doing that. Although lately, yes I am. Pick my chain length, focus on my hit point, release it, engage the fingers. One of the things that I haven't really seen around, but I think is a great tip that I'm doing right now is I'm actually wearing an elbow sleeve on my throwing arm. Not so much for the support, but a lot of just keeping that extra warmth on it. So once I get this warmed up, it stays there. The last thing I want to do is get a little backup and have my arms start to actually feel cold. Putter's feeling all right now. We kind of dialed that in. Let's keep going on to hole one. Oh yeah, and we're gonna be throwing the Ace Race Fuse on pretty much every tee shot that we can reach it with, because I gotta get that trip. Let's talk about one of the very first things that comes to mind when I get on the very first Teepad, and that's Teepad confidence. When I step on here and I see everything wet, I see leaves, I see everything, I'm worried I'm gonna slip, and I already know my form's gonna change. Number one reason I don't play in the cold as much. Fuse, egg, ace. Okay, that's really straight. I mean, it is a Fuse. I don't know what I was thinking. We brought a couple other discs here to compare. I've got an S-Line MD3 at 180 grams. This is from the old Innova make. We want to test this out. I'm hoping it's kind of stable. Oh, it's super stable. Go in. No, underneath the basket though. I love that. And then I've got a brand new C-Line MD3. That's actually one of the newer production runs. Nothing special about it, but I've got another C-Line off the first production run, and this feels way stiffer than this plastic. So let's talk about another thing in the cold. Having a little bit grippier plastic, gummier plastic can feel pretty good. See how this one flies? Pretty stable, I like it. That's what I expect out of an MD3. Right into that bush. Here's my precious child for comparison. This guy will flip. We're gonna put on some hyzer. Oh, we got it down low enough, it's skipping right at the basket. And that's also parked. I'm not gonna be playing out every shot today, because quite honestly, I just got that new to me S-Line MD3, the old Innova, and then the red C-Line and the new Fuse. And I just want to kind of throw them, see how they go. I thought the Fuse might be a little more stable, but Jesus. I blame the mud, my feet weren't staying still. So right there, prime example of my first reason. Tee box confidence. Also at the green, I didn't have confidence in my footing. We're looking at 243 feet right down to the right-hand side. Just a little turnover guy. We're gonna go Fuse, hit it a little Annie, hopefully float it over. Oh, it's the angle, but 30 feet right of my line. Not good. I'm gonna try the same shot with my precious child MD3. Maybe, and there we are, on a rope. C1. Old Fuse, anybody? This should flip right over. We're gonna give it a little hyzer. That's the shot I usually throw, but the new Fuse ain't gonna do that. I actually bagged this old Fuse, so I'm not surprised that this guy is just a couple feet away here. Egg Fuse long, because we got through everything. And then my precious child MD3 with the dead straight shot, which is kind of actually showing you the difference between my precious child and then my beat-in Fuse. Precious child goes dead straight. This guy gets that little bit of right turn for me. This hole is just the worst hole in the course. We're just gonna go big Annie with the Fuse, carry it left. I have no idea what to expect. I would never forehand this, and it feels super weird. Oh, turn right into a roller, okay. One of the things I do like about playing in the cold though is once you start to warm up, it is super comfortable. It's not like in the summer where you're just sweating your butt off like Nate. Yeah, that's parked. It's actually centering on a chain link. Come on, Isaac. Chest up. Let's take a first putt at this. Right at it. There. Keep the chest up. Commit. Never had a chance at missing. Sometimes you just gotta do the mantra, man. This is 315 feet way uphill. I know I can't get a fuse there, but we are trying to ace on every hole, so we're gonna rip this as hard as we can. I mean, that's the best I got with a fuse for a dead straight shot. Let's do something faster. Funsies, we're gonna throw a diamond on a ton of hyzer. I shouldn't have done that. One of my favorite benefits to winter disc golf is it's super easy to find your shanks, and then you usually got a bigger window and you can see where you're going. A little C2 putt from the fusey here. Oh. Another one of the things that I love is the way the lines open up in the winter. The really high route here, you can almost see it, but it's completely invisible in the summer. So we're gonna take an Archon, flip it up high, and hopefully carry it left. This is so hard to get the bird on. I always wanted to try this, but I've never had the disc for it. We're gonna go diamond, hyzer, flip, roller. I have no idea where that got to, but that looked good. Even that roller play is not really an option in the summer. This grass is usually way too tall. You cannot get a roller down, it just eats it right up. Forehand, hyzer flip, turnover, roller to C1 edge. Y'all locals that know this hole know that's the luckiest crap ever. Oh, throw the disc, Isaac. Is this in camera? I don't even know. Take the free 3, but that's a missed op. The mud in general, the Teepads like this, having to fight to keep your disc clean. This is all reasons I don't like winter disc golf. Oh, it's just too stable. Let's just do a putter like I would do. Yeah, that parks it. Trying to do a little nose up, floaty turnover guy to get into this basket. I've hit the distance right, but it's just a hard shot for me. I'm definitely more of a straight shot, let the disc turn over kind of guy. There we are. Sometimes you know what? Twice there's luck. Get it. And then we got our spin right here. And there we go. Little spin move for you. Get it? Because it's a spin. And all this is honestly on some mild conditions today. It's not that cold. It's not that wet. There's not snow on the ground. This could all be way worse. We're gonna go fuse again. This is like 360? I don't know. And you add extra wetness. You add ice to these tee pads. I feel like the main thing that ends up going down is I don't know how you're supposed to get your timing right when you can't brace. Because the second you brace on the ice, you're gone. And I feel like you end up just doing a bunch of these. And every time I played in the winter, I end up throwing less in the summer. Oh, let's hit this new sea line real quick. I want to see how this guy flies now that I have an open fairway to rip on it. That's so bad. Hit the tree. Hit that tree. That one? That one. Okay, never mind. What was that? All right, so, I mean, yeah, we kind of fluffed this, but this should still be a 3. Just commit, chest up, commit. Put it in the chain. You got this kind of weather where it's like 50, come on out and play. It's pretty fantastic. The course isn't really that crowded. I'm super comfortable temperature-wise. I almost even want to take the layer off. That being said, once you get ice and snow, I don't recommend it. 2 main reasons. One's a big obvious one, that's injury prevention. No one wants to plant, slide, and just rip your groin, destroy your knee, twist an ankle. I don't know. The other one may be a little less obvious, but I think your form goes to hell in the snow. I feel like your form goes to hell is you try to kind of just like all arm it so that way your leg doesn't move in the plant and you kind of stay safe. So I don't really recommend it. Either way, we're gonna end on 3 ace runs with our ace race fuse. See if we can't dial one of these up. Get it out to Jonathan. Oh, did I do it? No, too straight. Not bad though. Only downfall for ace runs is you're really not getting the birdie unless you get lucky like we did here. Kind of an uphill slope at the end, so We didn't push too far past. Oh, I felt like I made that before I even took it. That's the kind of confidence you need when you're putting. 2 holes left, 246 feet. Little turnover guy with the fuse. Same idea, just see if we can't hit it. Honestly, that last throw, a little bit high left would be what we need. Oh. There it is. Nope, not turning. I love that throw though. Got in there, committed to it more. All right, my old fuse, my beautiful fuse. Gets me the putt, gotta love it. Here's my old fuse. We count those. Throwing fuse off the top again. Last chance at the ace today, 230 feet. Not a fuse hole, but 2 straight. Yeah, I just hit the fence. Last time I threw extras here, a kid stole my disc, so we're gonna go right on down there. I feel like I've said this conclusion like 5 times, but again, you guys got weather like this, definitely come out and play in the weather. It's not too bad. I'm pretty warm, got minimal layers on. We're having a fun time. You get snow and ice and you start losing that confidence in your step and you feel like you're gonna fall, don't throw. You're either gonna mess up your form or mess up your leg. And it's just not worth it. I agree with Brody. Don't play in the cold. Thank you guys for coming along. That's been today's video. Comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.